Are you sitting comfortably?
Are you feeling good?
I feel better than I did this morning.
I'm glad.
Like literally, I'm not joking about losing a stone. I think because my head's been so elsewhere, I think it's like this is test for me of how I'm actually doing.
Do you know what? I just literally need to get today. Tomorrow my book comes out, so I got my book launch all day tomorrow.
Oh, well, let's share it in the hive as well, and let's big you up and celebrate you.
So I'm literally just thinking, right, let's get it done now, one job at a time. And then, so I think as soon as the book launch is done tomorrow, then it's my head focusing on this, learning my lines, all that kind of stuff, and tweaking everything really for next week, you know?
Cool. Easy, light work. I can't tell you how proud I am of you, Nick.
I said dickhead, didn't I? I said dickhead.
It's okay. Because then you went, not you, me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks, Helen.
So, at this point, the thing is, you can tell that you've done the work on this. Because I know where you were at the beginning. You was like, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I haven't got anything to talk about. I can't even say anything. I can't even speak, let alone say anything. So for you to then create something that's that powerful, that is no mean feat. And then for you to deliver it then so powerfully, and I don't want you to dismiss your delivery either, because it's warm and it's engaging and it's open and it's human. And when someone is having a human experience, like struggling with their mental wellness, guess what? They want another human to understand them. And that's what you're bringing to the table. So I don't want you to dismiss anymore the way that you deliver things, or the fact that you swear it, or any of those things. You say it on the top end. You say it the first thing that you say. This is just the way that I am. Good, because the way that you are is brilliant. And that's what you're saying to the audience as well. And the way that that audience is, it's okay. And we're all in it together. You're just brilliant. Like, yeah.
Danny seems to have a way of getting everyone going.
Danny is fun, she's larger than life, she's passionate about helping people, and she's really on the cutting edge when it comes to new ideas.
Why Danny? Why not Danny?
There's just the opening of arms, you know, the festooning, it's called the big festoon, is just every single person is just welcome as a human, and that's really, really powerful to just come to a place of no judgment, to just be loved, welcoming, and just to be kind to each other. It's just here in bucket loads, and I feel honoured to be part of it.
I said yes to Danny in the big festoon because I enjoyed her embrace and welcoming approach to me as a newbie coming into the speaking world. She was very considerate of who I was as a person, the story I wanted to tell, and the way that I wanted to go about being me. And I just felt like I was in really safe hands, and I knew that this event would also be as heart-centered as that.
Because if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always had, right? One of the things that we are going to talk about over the course of today is inclusion and what that means and how we do that. How do we advocate? How do we become allies? How do we do it better? And how do we get really fucking uncomfortable? But nobody brings himself closer to me if they want to get comfortable. I'm not in the habit of making people comfortable. I'll make people feel loved and accepted and included, for sure. But if you want to grow, you've got to stretch a little bit. You've got to think a little bit. You've got to be open to understanding things a little bit differently.
So the first time I came, it was by invite, because me and Danny became really good friends, and it was by invite. And I really was quite nervous. One, because in my work setting, I go into settings where it is generally white spaces. And having this invite, I was like, is it going to be another just white space and I'm going to feel really uncomfortable? Or am I going to feel included? And I wasn't actually sure. but I really liked Danny, like big time. So I did ooh and ah about it, kind of like, oh, should I go? But because of who this amazing person that she was and who I met, I wanted to see what she was going to do on that stage. So I took the leap and I was like, right, this is not work. This is personal. I want to connect with what she does, how she does it, and actually take something away from myself. So when I went there, I was met by a team, a swarm as they call themselves, of amazing, inclusive people, everything from the toilets to the seating. I actually was shown a table which was all pink at the time by Creative Sass, and she was like, come on my table. And I love pink, my branding is pink, as you probably noticed. So that was already a sense of belonging. On that table there was diverse individuals, people who were able-bodied. We were talking about neurodiversity. I've never sat on a table where I've been able to openly talk about my own neurodiverse, and I was like, this is my place. This is my home, so I'm going to come here again. So I had an amazing time the first time, and I've been back ever since. And in fact, this time I've expoed my diversity inclusion business, which I'm really excited to be here to do.
I've been involved with the Big Festoon for the past 2 years now, and I come because of the amazing, affirming environment that it creates. It's such a safe space, and for me as a queer person, I feel seen and heard, and I'm just able to be my full authentic self. I met Danny through my mum. My mum said, you know, you need to look up Danny Wallace. And I was like, who the fuck's Danny Wallace? And my mum was like, you need to know who this woman is, like she's going to change your life. And that is literally what she's done. My message to the queer community would be that you are heard and you are seen and you are validated for everything that you are, regardless of your journey. You will be supported, you will be looked after, and you will be seen unapologetically as you are in this space. And I think for many queer people and queer business owners, there aren't spaces in the world where you can just bring your full authentic self, because you're constantly worrying about dynamic risk assessing. You're worrying about, can I use the toilet? Can I tell people what my pronouns are? And this event just creates that safety net, and that dynamic risk assessment is just completely almost dissolves into the floor. And for me as an advocate for the queer community, be seen, be heard, let your voice be listened to, and come and share your stories, because we need that visibility. And you'll be championed, you'll be held, and you'll be absolutely 100% loved. People that haven't been a part of the event can come into it and immediately feel like it's home.
I'll tell you about the journey, but I'd rather call it an adventure. Simply because the first time that I came on my own, and I was nervous as fuck. Really, really nervous. It was a cold winter's day, it was foggy, and I set off from home. I could get quite emotional talking about this, I'm very tired. I set off from home and I drove to Manchester not knowing what to expect, but feeling in my heart that something was going to change. And it did, massively. Oh, I didn't expect this in this interview, but I'm really glad that you've seen it. And I went and I saw a beautiful bunch of speakers that actually made me feel more me than I ever had. Because I always knew I had wings, I always knew I was a unicorn, but I was really afraid to step into that role. And going to that event showed me other people that were willing to try and believe in themselves and do what they could do. And in that moment, I knew I'd found my people. And seeing those people give examples and talk about things that they were so passionate about and purposeful in, I just knew that I could do it.
Yeah.
No, I've already got them planned as well.
Then they'll enter through here.
Can I just stand outside and just 1 second? Just
Yeah, you want to see
Of course
it?
you can. Just for any signage above, maybe.
I mean, we could just shut the door and then just the door, the whole wall. Just the door.
Yeah.
4 Danielles across.
13. But once again, if we have branding there at the top, do we say reception or do we say sign in or do we say ticket? So we have like a 2 metre wide pop-up banner.
But you could have a pop-up banner and then we could just get individual signs that stick on the top that says reception or whatever, because then maybe you're moving again and that one doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Picture-proofing it.
Still.
It depends. If we sell over, if we sell over the 500, then the curtain will not be in place.
Okay, well.
Because there's so many of them, they're going to be so small on
Cool.
the stage that it makes
Yeah.
sense to have them up there and be trapped
Yeah.
the whole way through. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we've
sorry,
got,
I'm
it's okay.
So
we're gonna
live,
track
live
that.
camera left and right, PowerPoint in a minute.
Yeah, up on the mezzanine,
Yeah.
at the back in this corner here.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the most secluded space. What we're doing is we're going for all the things,
Yes,
and then we'll work
really.
out, or we can like
And then we're
take out
wish
on-
listing.
Yeah. But
So-
wish listing is sponsorship creating. Like
with-
if people want to sponsor the stage, then let them sponsor the stage. We're going to add it onto the club.
Yeah, it's on the wish list.
When we're doing the floor plan, I want to be mindful. So we've got the stage at the size that it is here, and then we'll have an accessibility area. I think it's going to be over here. I think over here.
If you think about where the view is,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
space
No, it's no, don't worry.
So what I need is I need 2 aisles going sort of diagonally out toward the corner of the room. So that when they're doing a walk to the stage, I want people coming in at different places. So it's not all the same thing.
The corner of the
Yeah, from the corner of the stage, like a proper aisle, and that way our film and videography crew can get up and down and get those big crowd shots as well.
Add a different dynamic for speakers.
I think so as well. Instead of it just being at the corner on your come, are they coming from there? Are they coming from there? And it lets the audience, 'cause it's so big, it gives them a bit of interaction over there. You get a bit of love over there and stuff. So I'll be coming on from different angles. So I like that idea. And that might work better.
Nothing here.
I think it's going to be necessary for them to sit and eat at the table unless they've got. So we've got nowhere big enough to break out to because of the size of the room. So,
makes sense.
but this is the thing that when we don't want them to sit in here, we want them to get up to the expo and use the expo. So
The expo up there.
yeah, I've just been invited to the Digital Marketing Awards, massive event. I'm sat at the table with Ben and Jerry's and all sorts tomorrow. And like, tomorrow night. It wasn't planned.
But you've got things.
And in the
you get
daytime.
them, you get them to sponsor.
My job tomorrow is all about, like, now I know this.
Have an ice cream parlour.
So my job tomorrow is going to work a room and trying to find out, find partners for this.
Oh my gosh, with the dressing room as well, sorry now, I don't even have Jojo, but you said you wanted like a binder or a transfer.
Oh, yes, please, yeah.
So that could be next to the dressing room.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. Get a list of all these people that you want to come and get involved, because now we've got a hub. It's easy for us to have those conversations. Do you want to be aligned with this incredible event that we're creating, because we're creating something really special, really inclusive? Do you want to be a part of it? Well, it feels like a no-brainer if someone comes to me with that.
This is how TV shows as well.
What do you mean?
Step into my house.
I've been trying to do my costume changes in a compact mirror for the last 3 events.
Yeah.
This mirror this big with all my costumes. For example, the over 50 market, the ethnic majority market, women's market, the LGBTQ plus market, they help companies market ethnically to those brands. It's a great alignment. One of the reasons why me and Chris are friends, because of what he does. And I think that that'd be a good partnership for us to explore.
What does that mean practically though?
When I see everyone starting to arrive, it makes it
You know
real.
it's coming then. Yeah. You know in a few hours' time it's going to be all go.
Yeah.
Because when you like it, absolutely.
face with it.
God, yeah. Everyone's walking in and going, oh my God, it's big. I'm like, I know. I know it's big.
It's bloody enormous, isn't it?
I want it to be big, and then I look at it and go, do I want it to be that big?
No, not that big.
Not that big. But here's the thing, like, the aim is to have a 10,000 delegate event, and we're at there's 800 capacity in there. We've got 400 people going, but even so, I don't know whether I would put 800 people in there for what we want to do.
You want a bit
I
of
want
room,
them to be able to move, and it's important that we have room for wheelchair access and things like that.
Yeah, so it's not packed then, is it?
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it to be so that people feel overwhelmed with this with the space. So we've got to be really strategic about how we grow. We can't go from doing this, the events that we've done before, and then
all of a sudden be
like this.
Gradually,
it's got to grow. We've got to kind of like fill our boots. It's such a big room, and there's so many people. And normally, like, I speak in front of hundreds, sometimes thousands of people. So it's not that. It's that it's like I've organised it. It's like I've organised a party, and now I'm wondering if people are going to turn up. And then I'm wondering if I'm going to do a good job, and I'm wondering if my voice is going to hold out, and I'm wondering if, you know, my clients are going to be happy, my delegates are going to be happy, and my speakers are going to be happy, and my exhibits, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people to kind of deliver for. You know, we're filming the documentary as well, and I want to make sure that we get everything that we need for that, and it's so many moving parts. Victoria,
I got you a ticket.
Oh, thanks. I was worried I wasn't going to get it.
So it's like, don't worry, I know people. Yeah. I got.
I just want to make sure all the exhibitors are all right. Normally, when we've done events in the past, they've been in a separate room, so I've been able to sort of do final checks that it's just not been possible this time because of the way that the event's set out. So I'm trying to differentiate stage Danny from walking around doing the events Danny. Here she is. Look at the wandering throne.
Look at this wandering throne.
Oh my God, I love it.
What do you think? I'm so proud of you. I love it.
Hi, welcome to my event. Please enjoy. Have a lovely day.
Nice to meet you, Danny.
You're tonight. You. When are you? I think you're there too. And they're great. You're for Lisa. Lisa's tomorrow, so you're definitely day 3. Media panel. I'm just bringing them on the media panel. So what am I wearing to the media panel? I am branding the media panel. So I'm wearing this.
Matt.
All right. Okay.
And it was some worry.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen in on the stage.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was brought to my attention. Could I have a conversation just to say, can there be some kind of message sent out just to remind everybody for reputation?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So it just needs that conversation.
Right.
To be something like
What?
okay, fine, put that in.
This is the dressing room. I think I might talk you through it actually, because these are again more things that we need to think about. So my voice over the next couple of days is going to take an absolute beating. So having things like steamers, vocal zones, chamomile teas. We've got like fresh lemon, ginger, painkillers. All of this stuff is like either protein based or CBD based. So depending on whether I need to have nutrition or whether I need to chill out, there's my options. And then there's rum for the finish line, which I'm excited about. But that's at the finish line. That's a matter for Friday. So I'm going to make myself something for my throat. Hi, Bill.
Hi. That is an unknown because Mum's working away at the minute. I'm speaking in third party because Ivy's not in school yet. Why is there a panic? She's got a main part in the play and she's not there yet. That's okay, we'll sort it out. All right, I'm going to ring Dad now and take it from there. I'll get Dad to give you a call. Thank you. Bye now. She's not with Dad. She's with Mum. She's with Mum.
Yeah. About 20 past to get people down. There's 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
So if let's say
if I say After the next track, you're going to have till the next track to get your bums on stage.
Yeah. And
Okay.
also, can you mention about flashing lights?
What do I say about flashing lights?
Huh?
What do I say about flashing lights?
This event contains flashing lights. Please be aware.
Okay.
Oh, you might want to write it down.
I've got something that's written. I just needed anything else.
Yeah. Just please be aware this event contains flashing lights. I've decided that I've entered now into my Elton John era. I've been warming up. I just needed the glasses.
Look, you tag your spec people in. Come to the event.
Yeah, and they came and they gave me specs. Hey, we're not playing.
Are you getting a tattoo?
Yeah, let them.
Oh, I brought the. That's that.
Oh, did you? Like, I don't think I'll have time to do it today. I just want to get into the event today. But yeah,
more free anyway.
Yeah. So I spoke to Gems earlier on.
Don't go come straight back. I'm not going to
No. Yeah, dance.
You know I used to be a dance teacher, don't you, Dan?
Yeah, I do. That's why I wanted to dance it.
Do it. Shake it. Shake it. Right. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. Smash it away from the ground.
I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's do it. Are they playing about a show?
No.
I'm riding the slides.
Aerodynamically, bees should not be able to fly. Their little wings shouldn't get their back of the bodies off the ground.
Good morning, Big Festoon! What the actual... Oh, I'm tangled in my cape and everything.
Lots of you have been to lots of different events, and I take my clients to lots of different events. What stands us out is what we're trying to do within all of our businesses. I'm hoping one of the reasons why you come here, A, it's a bloody good jolly up. Like, we're going to have an absolute scream while we're here. 2 is that you're gonna allow yourself to be open to maybe a different kind of conversation, or a conversation with somebody who you may not normally have come across before, because this is where we have the safe space for people to feel included and to come and bring their experiences to the table, yes? So, with that in mind, some of the topics are a little bit uncomfortable. We're going to be talking about mental health. We're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about sex. Yeah, we are. No, why is no one excited about that? I'm proper excited about the sexy bit. It's because I'm feeling myself. We're going to be talking about sex, we're going to be talking about money, we're going to be talking about property and investment, we're going to be talking about neurodiversity, we're going to be talking about lived experiences of the people that are standing on this stage. And some of that might be uncomfortable. So with that in mind, you have an absolute get out clause. You can walk around and walk out to our breakout spaces anytime you feel uncomfortable, but I also want to point out that we have a brilliant Flight Squad wellness team here that are here to look after you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, dysregulated, if something's triggering you a little bit, then please do find one of our incredible yellow-shirted beauties. That is our Flight Squad, and they will look after you. So what I'm going to ask of you is that we're all grown-ups and we can own our own process through these next 2 days. Are we right? If you want to go to the toilet, go to the bloody toilet. If you want to go and get something to eat, go and get something to eat. You are not going to be forced to sit here like this all the way through the next 2 days. We have this beautiful mezzanine space, this office space up there for you to go and sit and chill and still absorb everything that's going on. I don't know about you, sometimes you go on, my leg starts going. Halfway through, I start to get and walk around and go and have conversations, and then what I don't do is absorb what's going on. So please own your process for the next 2 days. You are not held hostage to your table. You can enjoy the whole event from wherever you are in the room. Happy? Beautiful. Okay, so I want to make sure that you've got everything you possibly need
for the next few days. So here is, hang on, I'm wonky. I mean, I know, but hang on. Right, so everything you possibly need to know everything you need to know is on this QR code. Has everyone scanned the QR code? So on here, you'll find access to the Wi-Fi, you'll find parking, you'll find our inclusion pack, and you'll also find the programme. Which one she has to be yellow? What colour shall it? Not yellow. She doesn't have a conversation with me about anything.
What, are you going to wear the things on them, or?
No, I'll take the hat on. But I'm nervous about this because one of the things that I'm absolutely terrible at, well, not terrible at, but is selling. And it's because, A, I struggle receiving, and B, I've been to so many events where they're like, leg it to the back of the room, you know, like, oh, you're going to die if you don't buy my thing. But I don't tell people how they can work with me. And as a result, not as many people come forward to work with me as potentially people that I can help. From one unicorn to another. And just have a little look at people standing up here. Give her a round of applause, this is important, right? We get to have this conversation in this room and take it out. Helen, Daniel, everyone! We were not lying when we said when you walked in this morning you need tissues and 10 lady.
One of the proudest things that I think we've ever done since starting the company was, not naming any names, but we were offered a role, and that role was performative as hell. I thought, if we're doing this, we've got to do it for the right reasons. We can't do it to make money and to be, you know, in that space, because we've been in those spaces before where it's money-driven, image-driven. We want to tell stories, we want to work with people. Performative to me just looks like not well thought out, not willing to try, and also discounting the opinions of the people that they are trying to represent.
Lisa Mafia is my real name. And once upon a time, I really wanted to change my name because I thought every musician does that, don't they? Like, no musician has their real name. But I just grew up, I grew up in South London in Brixton, and never really had much goals, much aspiration around me, like inspiration around me. Just sort of living, and I had a baby really young at 17, and once I had her, I said, oh my fucking God, I better do something with my life. And from working on a market store in Brixton to working in a local off-license so that I could take my daughter to work with me, I followed a hobby, which was music, and I didn't realize that would become my career. It only became my career because I was surrounded with really talented musicians, unknown to myself, that were just it was a bit of a hobby, and I just liked singing, and they knew that I liked singing, and I ended up becoming a musician. But it was that journey at the very beginning of just having this baby at 17 that said, I need to do something with my life. And from there, I flourished into being a pop star. I come from Italian backgrounds. I'm Jamaican and Italian, Ghanaian blood. And I really, my family's shrinking, unfortunately, as they do as you get older. That tells you you're getting old when you lose another one in your family. And I don't have anyone building that name apart from me, the Mafia name. And it's my absolute dream to have everything Mafia and continue the legacy. And I decided to call it Mafia Rum.
Love it. I'm out of a magazine, but I'm also an entrepreneur who has shared my journey throughout the whole 10 years, well, longer than that. So I can see it from both sides. I understand where you're coming from as an entrepreneur, but I also understand what it's like to be an editor receiving 300 pictures and emails every single day and what you need to do to stand out.
My current role is disability affairs, so that's kind of specialism I'm working in. Before that, I was at BBC Breakfast TV. I started my BBC career at local radio, at Radio Leeds. I'm Natalie Christopher. I've got Lancashire and North West magazine. It's been going for about 60 years. I'm definitely not 60. I've been working there for about 20 years and I bought it 10 years ago.
All these years later, the one comment, regardless of the thousands of positive pieces of feedback, was someone sent an email that said you look like a pig in a frock. And it's just wild that all these years later, I remember that one thing, because it takes 10 positive things to outweigh the negative thing.
But back then I used booze to manage pressure. And I was very fucking good at it. And if anybody can beat this, I've got a prize for you. 5 pints of beer, a bottle of on-offer red wine from Tesco, and half a bottle of bourbon on a daily basis. So, like you, I decided to make that change 2007, not the year, days ago today. That was when I decided to make that change, put the booze down for good, and start getting what I wanted from life. There's going to come a time where you need to change, like those. They're not mine, by the way. Yeah, you're going to have to change at some point, and you need to have the mechanics inside of that contract to make that change. Yeah, you have got to change.
Alright, it's still really uncomfortable. I need to get better at it. I don't know. I feel like even though I planned it in my head, I'm gonna beat myself up about that bit.
Why?
I don't know. No, I do know. I was just wanted to do it better.
How could you have done
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. How could I have done that better?
I don't think you could.
Because
I'm biased and I don't think that you can do anything better because you just smash it every time.
Yeah.
You self-sabotage every time.
I know. It's not that. I'm gonna go and speak to Nick. So like Nick's out there, he's one of my coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And I did say to him before, and he went, I've got nothing for you going in, Dan. He said, because I didn't have time beforehand to like have a proper chat with him and plan it out. Wallace didn't do my slides till 1:30 this morning. So
what do you think he will say to you?
I think he'll say I should have taken more time.
Why do you feel like you rushed it?
Yeah, but I had to pull it back.
Right.
Because we're 15 minutes over because 2 of the speakers went over.
Right.
So I've got to pull it back. I'll pull it back this afternoon in my segues. Yeah, I don't know why I'm disappointed in that bit.
I don't know why.
I feel like if I don't get that bit right and I don't move people toward me to work with me, I can't do any of the next bit.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we don't make this work, like financially, if we don't make this work, it's not it's pointless doing it, but it feels
it's not if you will make this work, because you do every time.
I'm just in here beating myself up. I know. I feel like we've mispositioned the lounge.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I've not set us up for success, but we've got We've got automations in place. We've got a sales team here who are making friends, out there actively making friends. They've got details about it. Their job now is just move toward people. People know that they are there. I was dressed the same as them. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. And Daniela, in this, at this point, there's only so much you can do without learning about the next.
There's only so much I can do without, like, I don't want to bam sell to them.
That's what you start out.
There's a fine line between doing this really incredible thing and then everybody friend zoning you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is this.
Yeah.
because I've got form. Like these things sell out and it's fine. I just need to trust myself. Did I take my belt off? You did. Oh, someone just messaged me. I had a room with 50 women in and then I didn't do anything because I allowed others to get in my head. You inspire me. It's just being that kind of ballsy about it. Don't you cry.
You just don't realise, like, the impact that you're having on people who felt so disempowered or disengaged from the business world for such a long time. And we keep being told as women, step into your power, or as people, step into your power, or as, you know, and we're still not.
Step into your power, don't sell to us.
But don't sell.
Step into your power, don't talk about money.
Yeah.
Step into your power.
So to hear somebody
giving me all for free. What I'm fucking. We've just got to get it sharper. It's, you know, like this morning when I was saying I'm just done with fighting.
Yeah.
Everything feels like such a fight.
I know. But there's a light now.
I know. There's just a lot. There's a lot riding. There's a lot riding on this.
I know.
Can you be honest? Not saying there's a lot riding in it, but be honest about how you actually want to serve these people. Instead of feeling salesy.
I am, and I think that's what I did. Like, I'm just sick to death of them doing shit, like, or hiding, or not talking about what it is that they do.
What's the impact of it?
They're not earning the money that they should be making. They're not.
or serving the people that they should.
Yeah, they're not having the impact that they want. And some of them have got big fucking ideas and big ways that they want to change the world, and they're not doing it. And the power we've got in that room, it's a pretty powerful room. If we look around, the people that are in there, the people that have moved towards this one, everyone's come in for a little look.
Come on.
Receive that, because that's what everybody's thinking and saying out there. Daniela.
I want people to feel like they come home when they come here. I feel like I don't want people to feel scared. Like, only for, like, it's an anxious thing like networking. That's, no one's gonna fucking like that. But at least they know they can come here to do it, and they're not gonna feel uncomfortable for any other reason than networking feels weird. Like, that's like, not because they're the only black person in the room, or there's only 2 or 3 other queer people in the room. And I'm not trying to be everything to everyone. But why cannot we have a place where everybody can really properly be together? Like, I don't know why there isn't that, and it makes my heart really sad.
I'll go talk to Charlie.
Yeah.
I'll sort it for you, alright?
Alright, love you.
Good. You're good, Jack.
Discussions.
Lockdown, we had only just completed our very, very first proper Be Inspired event. The introverts fled online, the extroverts fled online, no one knew what they were doing, everyone were looking at each other, we're just going to Zoom at each other for the next 6 months. If you've ever felt uncomfortable having a conversation with someone who's got a different lived experience to you and might have a different viewpoint to you, I'm going to take what I did at the beginning of lockdown, which was interview somebody every single day of the week. So what I did to help myself through lockdown was to get out of bed in the morning, 8 o'clock on the dot, every single day, Monday to Friday, and get ready for my work day. Because the way that I built an audience in the first instance was by keeping myself as safe as a gigging singer, putting my makeup on in the car. Because people watch weirdos do all sorts of stuff on the internet, including me, put my makeup on in the car. Telling people what I was getting up to, the scrapes I was getting into, and people would message me and go, well, you're so inspiring. I'm like, flipping heck, you find this inspiring, and put my makeup on in the car. But I was doing 6, 7, 8 gigs sometimes of a weekend. I was tired. I was on my knees tired. Did anyone know me at the time? It was hard work. And yes, I work hard now. But I mean, this is a choice now as opposed to I had to do it. But the reason I want to do it is because I really wanted to make a difference. Anyone else want to make a difference? Doesn't matter if you don't want to. It's all right. And So what I did was like, right, what can I do here? I'm interviewing people every day. I'm going to do a chat-a-thon. I'm going to do an interview-a-thon, and I'm calling it the Big Festoon. And the reason the Big Festoon is called such is because when bees are building something new, they link arms.
And if you could all cheer up at the moment, it's go tits up at least. I've got some content to put on social, so just bear with me. This isn't including our time, Danny, we need to get into the time.
Everything you're trying to do, all in that one bit, all right?
Yeah. Last time I tried to do anything like that, there was like that kind of backlash, and it really hurt. But it taught me everything that I knew I needed to do, and that felt really uncomfortable. I feel like we're edging towards it, but I don't. Again, I come off that like questioning myself a little bit, like I don't think it came across like that. I hope I hope they get the intention of what it is that I'm trying to do. And there are so many people that are hurting, and I'm not trying to fix anybody. I can't get into politics. I don't want to get into politics because there's no change that I can make there. I hate seeing my friends hurt. And if from my place of significant privilege, without being sad about it, I'm not sad about it, I'm grateful for it. Like, how do I then utilise that properly? How do I use it properly? Not to my advantage or to make more money out of people, but how do I utilise it properly so that when I get to the end of it all, people say, we found somewhere to be. And it felt all right. It felt okay. And I think I've been felt unsafe in a lot of situations for a long, long time. I hate to think that there are more people out there that find it even more unsafe than I do in all of my privilege. I don't think that's exactly why I'm doing it. So I chose the song Rise Up because it's not about me rising up. So when I used to tell my story, it was about me rising up, and everyone found that so inspiring. And it's not about me rising up anymore because I don't really want much else, to be fair. I've got a car that works, I've got a lovely house, my husband's all right, my kids are okay. Like, I don't want the Lamborghini or the Bentley or things don't mean anything to me. So if I've got all the things that I want, I can't stop. I don't want to stop there. I want to be able to do more with it. So if you're going to come here and you're going to feel safe, then I promise, like, if we do this together, then we'll take the world to its feet. That's what we're going to do. Like, if we allow ourselves to have the impact that we could possibly have, then we can make real change. We can properly make change.
People know when you're being a suck-up, and it ain't sexy. People respect authenticity. Even if they don't like what you're doing, they respect you a lot more. Back to me in my bed, having the worst day of my life, bawling my eyes out. No one's going to know the real me. It hurt, but I thought, I can't do this anymore. So I decided there and then that I was going to take charge of my life and that I was going to be the main character, because for a long time, I'd let someone else be the main character. This song is actually a duet, and I decided to release a song, a duetting with my previous self, because I came to realize that that person is actually really incredible, and for a long time I wanted to shut them out, forget about them and just be me and move forward. But I decided that it was that person that brought me here today. So I want everyone to embrace any past version of yourself, because it's okay to be who you've been and be any new version of yourself.
Now I can't seem to get you off my goddamn mind. And to be honest, I'm not alright. And now I can't seem to get you off my goddamn brain. And to be honest, it's driving me insane. 'Cause there you go again, and I can't seem to get you off my brain.
I just needed to give myself a little bit of extra time, that's all. On the senses. Day 2 is a different beast. They kind of settle into it, like you've been to these before. They settle into it a bit more, they're more open to conversations. They can start to see themselves on the stage a little bit more. So I'm hoping that's going to move some people today, and that'd be really cool. I wouldn't care exactly that, and I never want to not care about the people in the room. I never want to care about doing a good job. And also I bounce back quite quick. So I'll feel the emotions really, really hard, but then, okay, I navigate through them. All right, then I can zoom out from it, and then I can go, right, is this a real reason to feel shit, or am I just feeling some things that past me is feeling, and do I just get to go, right, no, let's like parent myself. Like, what would Inga say to me? What would Gemma say to me? What would my closest people say to me? I said to my sister yesterday, this is what I could always see. And now it's just a case of like, how do we crank that up? How, like, not how do we do that too quickly, but we've got this space now. We're not going to last long in this space. No. I just felt like I let everyone down, but I think that's, it's a matter for me. I don't mind the discomfort of looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
And sometimes you allow that for me. You hold a mirror up to me sometimes, and that's absolutely necessary. And I think that having friends like you and doing stuff like this means that I get to work through things quite quickly. So when I was beating myself up yesterday, yes, I felt that really hard. And because what we're doing, it's very, like, the emotions are really heightened. Yeah. Do I feel that bad about myself today? No. Am I still beating myself up about it today? No. Do I think I actually did an all right job? Is there more to do next time? Yeah. But I think I did an all right job. World domination, there's always more to do. Mate, how do we talk about this stuff? So getting into the stage has been a real journey.
I am the common denominator in every single decision I have ever made in my life and my business. Does that make sense? When something brilliant has happened, I did that. Yeah, I made a series of decisions that brought me to that. When things went really shitty, guess what? I did that too. A huge round of applause for Clue, by the way. Clue has been here. Incredible work. Did anybody see the pictures that I posted yesterday? Me saying, I look like Taylor Swift. That I offered. Speaker number 1, day 2. Then, please, put your hands together as she talks about a systemic approach to taking your place on purpose. We've got the glorious Tesco.
It's authenticity, it's electricity, that when you're being who you are, your life should be easier because you're not thinking about all these people you have to be. So when you do that, you're able to connect with the right people, make the right decisions, and make the right plans for your business as well as your personal life. When you're being the most you, that's when you'll get the right people because they relate to the authenticity. There's no point in building a business based on someone that you're not, because eventually it's going to fall through. Like, that's what happened to me. So it's about the power of being you.
And what does it mean for you?
It's meant everything to me because I just feel so free now. Being me gives me such a chance to just exist without thinking about how to exist, and like, you can't put a price on that. Like, the just going out and being without having to think about it is such a relief. So now I just love every fucking day when I wake up in the morning. I'm just living my life and I don't have to think about who to be. It's like so freeing, and I think everyone deserves that.
Is there one person in particular that you did that talk and that song for?
My old self, 100%. I was thinking about them the whole time, how proud they would be of me being here now. So, yeah. But it's like you are perfect as you are. Like someone needs you exactly as you are. Lots of people need you exactly as you are.
The stakes are so high that the audience want to be looked after. The exhibitors want to be looked after, and I get to the end of it and I'm so... There's not a lot of space to decompress after that. And that's... Do you know, out of everything, apart from the financial stuff, which we're rectifying, we've just hired a CFO, we're not scrabbling together anymore, like we're going to become a proper like corporate situation. I can't even remember what I was saying then.
Stop, you don't have to perform.
Alright. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I am good. Speakers are just mind-blowing, and it's been a pleasure to work with all of you. You're going to come and join me on stage.
Have I got a message for Danny? Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the direction. Thank you for the community.
When we share with people, like, you should definitely speak about what it is that you really give a shit about and what you care about, and you want to reach more people, then fucking speak about it then, and then encourage people to follow you.
So, are you sitting comfortably?